See how close you were to that cone?
No fast movements. Closer than I needed to be. Just
going.
going
Left.
left.
Not just yet.
No.
Now a hard left.
Hard left. I tell you.
Straighten a little.
Straighten up.
And you're back into the S's again.
Okay. And how am I doing so far? I mean, this is going very. We should point out this is what 5 kilometres an hour, but it's very, very difficult. People generally get through this. What's usual reaction?
Varied, I suppose, on your driving talent. We have people that do knock over several cones, and others that don't. But at this slower speed, it's just to make you realise that you do not have to be going fast if you've got impaired vision. How difficult it really is.
It is, and it really is incredibly difficult. And it's actually it's a strange thing. I'm going 5 kilometres an hour in a car park, no real risk of hitting anybody, doing any serious damage. But I'm nervous, genuinely nervous, because the impairment. It's actually quite scary. Is it the old? Do the old rules apply? If you've been driving for a number of years, you're better.
There's one cone.
The male driver. Oh, did I get a cone? Yes, just the one. Wouldn't be right if I didn't. Is it a question of spatial awareness, or is it? No, it's just.
No, I think it's okay. If you can stop where you are now.
Right.
It's.
Man. I was trying to put a foot brake on, but it really is incredibly difficult. There is no way around it. You just have to, and this is not something you can practice either. No,
not at all.
It's something you need to be aware of.
That's what its intention. The intention is just to make you aware of how impaired your vision can be, and then how difficult it is to drive. So many people believe that. That they are. Most people believe that they're wonderful drivers.
Sure.
This just is one of the exercises that shows that you're perhaps not as wonderful as you think you are, and to make you aware of other things in your life that can affect what you take for granted. What people take for granted: getting in a car, driving to the supermarket, or driving to work. It doesn't matter whether I'm tired, whether I'm sleepy, whether I'm taking prescription medication or anything. It doesn't really make any difference. I can still drive. Sure. What we're trying to show them is that, certainly with the goggles, that as you said earlier, something as simple as Benelin.
That was absolutely the point, and it's so many medications. You read the side, and it's a running gag for a lot of people. Do not operate heavy machinery, may cause drowsiness, but actually that's the point. And if you are on a medication, and you have just taken your dose of cough mixture, whatever it might be. You need to take that little bit of extra care. It's a real wake-up call, actually. I'd never thought about it.
Yeah, even you think of the cold and flu tablets. One says night, one says day. The night one is meant to make you drowsy. It's meant to help you sleep.
Absolutely.
So there is, there's substances in there that make you drowsy. If you get up in the morning and you think, oh damn, I've got no day ones left, I'll take a night one and I'll drive 50 kilometres to work.
And how many of us really would think about that, or would have read the little note that comes inside the medication?
Probably
Not very many.
0.5% of us.
Absolutely. It's just incredible. Let me think. I just want to give this a round off. So what's the main takeaway from something like this today? Because this was a really simple test, the visual impairment test. I kind of thought, oh, that's going to be nonsense. Turned out to be absolutely not the case. But what's the main takeaway? What are you trying to get across to people with the test?
With the whole exercise, with all three, or with just the vision?
With the vision test.
The vision, it's just to make you aware, really, of as I said, how things that you take for granted can affect your driving. We keep going on about prescription medication, but even if you're overtired, if you're dehydrated to a point, and you think, oh, it's okay, I'll drive another half an hour before I stop and have a sleep. Probably less so in this part of the world because everybody's journeys are really small.
Sure.
In other parts of the world where you quite happily drive for 4 hours from one place to another without taking any rest. This just shows you the effects of what overtiredness can